When you can't pitch a client face-to-face and you end up doing your slideshow via GoToMeeting or the like, there are a few things to remember as you address your audience. Number one, it's important to smile when you're speaking. Even though they can't see you, you should be smiling because they can hear it in your voice. That's true for all types of business communication, but especially when you're selling your services. It's also a good idea, if you can, to stand up when you're giving your talk, just to improve your posture and airflow. You want to include a bio slide for sure to talk about your strengths and your previous experiences, but it's also a good time to share your excitement about your client or your would-be client and their business and how you feel you are a good fit for them. The third thing to remember is that it's a good idea to go through the slides with them and share with them where they ought to be looking. Since you're not with them and you don't know what they're doing, you can draw attention to parts of your slides by saying small things like, we're going to take a look at the red line on this graph to talk about certain types of data, or we're going to look at the upper right hand corner of the slide because that's the photo of my team member that's going to work a lot with you in the event that we move forward. The next thing to think on is to allow breaks, because it's important to see that they're paying attention to the right things and that they don't have questions in the middle of your talk that you might be able to answer. So just pausing before you move to the next point of your talk to say, is everybody following? Are there any questions? It's a good strategy to connect with them. Lastly, you also want to put a few slides at the very end of your deck after the last slide that you may need in order to answer questions. There might be something you didn't have time to talk through in detail that you'd like to expand on if they have a question in that area. And it's a good way for you to get a little more information out about your services. So next time you have to give a talk or pitch your business via internet or GoToMeeting, take these into consideration to improve the likelihood that you'll get that follow-up email and move forward with next step.